come in.
So tell me, what are the problems you're having with the child?
Well, he's just out of control. I mean, he never listens to me, and he pretty much runs my life.
So the child needs to learn that he's not the most important person in the house.
You can stop talking behind my back. I'm right here, fruitcake.
See, I'm not looking at the child, I'm not acknowledging the child, I'm just letting the child know I'm not interested in him.
Not interested in me?
See, the child thinks your world revolves around him because it does. Because everything he does gets a response from you.
Yeah, well, I don't see why... Hey!
Don't look at the child, just keep looking at me. Let him know we are having a conversation.
Ma'am, this guy doesn't... Ah! Quit it!
What is that you're doing?
How do we deal with Orisa as Doomfist? Well, there's many ways, but generally you want to ignore her. Ignoring her means to stop shooting her and go straight to the enemy's backline to focus their supports. You want to strip away her resources that keep her alive, which is her supports. Even if you don't kill their supports, just existing in their backline is enough to distract them from healing her, which opens up an opportunity for your team to kill Orisa. Now I'm going to show you how I ignore Orisa and how her team falls apart. So let's start with this clip here. I'm going to be pausing it and stuff while showing you guys. So we're pushing the bot, right? And there's Orisa right here. Okay. I don't want to stay on the bot to fight Orisa. She's not going to die if I do that because she has Kiriko and Ana heals. This Orisa is not going to die, so I need to go into their backline for a few reasons. One, I want to distract their supports so they don't heal the Orisa, which, like, I'm going to strip away Orisa's resources, which is what keeps her alive. And then I'm also going to be pressuring Widowmaker because Widowmaker in top 500 lobbies is a pain and she carries games. She's basically the lobby admin, so you want to put pressure on Widow as well. So that's what I try to do here. I go straight into the back line and you could see the spot that I land in, I'm landing where I can play around cover. I'm not landing out here in the open. I'm landing right here and I'm just going to play around cover. I don't need to like fully commit with my abilities. I'm just kind of just distracting them, letting them know I exist in their back line and I'm shooting at them. You can see Widow goes for a grapple. Instead of her shooting at my team, potentially killing somebody on my team, she goes for me, and she misses. So you can see I just stay in their backline here. I'm chilling, just doing Doomfist things in their backline. I'm playing cover. I'm just trying to exist as long as possible. I'm pressuring both Widow and Ana, but I'm kind of putting more pressure on Widow because this forces Ana to heal the Widow, and that means she's not healing like anybody else. Like, yeah, I can probably kill Ana, right? I can probably go for Ana instead, but there's a chance that the Widowmaker can just kill somebody on my team, so I decide to go for Widowmaker first because she's also easier to kill because of her health. Yeah, so you can see I just go for Widow, we kill Widow, pretty easy. I'm still in their backline, living in their backline, distracting them. You see how I stopped fighting Ana, now she's back to healing her team? Well, now I'm back in front of her, and now I'm putting pressure on her, and now she's falling back behind a wall where she can't heal her team. And my Tracer follows up and kills both her supports, which is awesome. But yeah, now they have no supports. Orisa's gonna fall apart and die just like that. I didn't put a single bullet in Orisa. I didn't look at Orisa. I didn't do anything. I'm in their backline. I don't care about Orisa. I am ignoring her. Now I'm gonna show you from a top-down view so you can kind of see what's going on. So you can see here, I go straight into the enemy backline. Now look at their team. Now these three people know I'm kind of in their backline. They're like, okay, yeah, Doom's in our backline. I'm gonna have to worry a bit. But yeah, you can see Kiriko decides to push up and stick with Orisa while I'm on both their Ana and Widowmaker here. But you can see now the Orisa doesn't have Ana. And their Kiriko also uses ultimate, by the way. And our Brig also uses ultimate, so there's like two support ults going on here. But I'm still in their backline, and I'm basically distracting and taking away Orisa's resources. Now, if I was still playing with my team, there's a chance that Widowmaker kills somebody on my team, because all she has to do is click somebody and they're gone, just like that. Ana can be healing the Orisa. Like, this whole fight could have turned out differently if I decided to not flank on their side. You can see, I'm just basically putting pressure on them, and they're not healing their team at all. You can see Ana tries to peek again. Now she's like healing at her team, right? You can see her healing now. I know that, but I want to get a health pack because I knew that they're falling back and I might die here. So I come back and I go back to pressuring Ana. And now Ana's not healing Orisa anymore. Our Tracer kills Kiriko, which is great. And we both clean up on Ana. And she has no supports, no resources. Orisa falls apart and just dies. And that's because I'm in their backline, distracting, taking away resources. Just like that. All you gotta do, ignore Orisa.
Hey! You think this is funny, you son of a bitch?
See, once again, I am the one going for a walk. This is about me. The child is lucky enough to come along.
Mom, this is degrading! Ah, God damn it!
Don't look at him. Just look straight ahead. He'll run out of energy soon.
In this example, I also ignore Orisa, but this is a 4v5. The fight is not in our favor, but because of the decision I made, we actually changed the fight and we won because of it. So let me show you. So our Tracer gets pulsed by the enemy Tracer, and now it's a 4v5. We only have Widow, Kiri, Brig, and me, Doomfist. Kiriko uses her ultimate, our Brig uses her ultimate, Orisa decides to commit into my team because, you know, Kiriko ultimate, you kind of just go in, rush in. But I know that they're going to try to commit. But what I do is I decide to focus their supports and I try to distract them because I don't want them to be healing their team. You can see I go in their backline, I'm pressuring their Kiriko. Ana's going to want to heal the Kiriko, and you can see I'm just still pressuring all of them. I'm playing around cover. Even though I'm not killing them, right? I'm distracting them. And that's enough to get Orisa killed. Look what happened up here. Their Sim and Orisa got killed. And that is because I'm in their backline, distracting both of their healers, which means that they're not healing Orisa, which means Orisa's gonna fall apart simply. Like, even though I don't kill them, right? I'm just distracting them. That's enough to basically win a whole fight. And now I just fall back to my team, and me and my team, we just clean it up and we win the fight. Really simple. Ignore Orisa, focus supports, distract the supports. Even if you don't kill them, distracting is powerful. Now, there's going to be times where you can't just ignore Orisa and go straight into enemy backline to distract supports, and that could be due to the map layout, or it could be for like any other reason. In these situations, you want to confront Orisa and fight her, but you're just going to focus on staying alive as long as possible. You're going to see in this clip here how I play around cover and I use my slam to slam everybody on the enemy team to build a bunch of overhealth, and I'm just focusing on staying alive. So they're on a push up on the left side. I was just trying to punish her, but you can see they're all behind the payload, and I'm playing behind the payload, and I'm just trying to focus on staying alive here. I'm trying to break their pylon. I'm slamming all of them. I'm just focusing on staying alive. That's all you got to do. I'm taking up time. That's all that matters. The more time I take up, the better. You can see I'm not going to kill Orisa, nothing's going to die. Now right here, this slam was honestly a bad one. I probably should have just slammed by the payload to slam everybody else in the backline just to put more pressure on everybody and to build more overhealth. So that was just a my bad on my part. But you can see I'm just playing the payload. I can't kill Orisa. I mean, I could like deal damage to her and maybe force her abilities, but I'm just in her backline, just distracting them as much as possible and taking up as much time as I can. Go straight back in. Continue to put pressure in their backline, playing around cover. I'm just ignoring Orisa. Yeah, now we just pretty much win this fight. Like, even though I can't kill Orisa and I can't really do anything to her, I am just existing so long where they don't know what to do. They're just stuck at the choke forever because his strength is holding chokes because of Slam being able to build a bunch of overhealth and pushing enemies back consistently, especially with Empowered Punch. So sometimes you just can't ignore Orisa. You just have to play the objective, build overhealth, play around cover, stay alive as long as possible. That's the most important thing. Now I'm going to answer some questions you guys have been asking me. Strommer says, Orisa shoves me into a corner and does various things to me that are out of my control, and then I die. Even if I completely ignore her and wait for her cooldowns to be used, she still runs at me and completely denies my value I could otherwise get. So if Orisa is shoving you into a corner, that is a skill issue. You're putting yourself in a position where she can use her abilities to put yourself in that corner. So you want to position in a way where she can't put you in that corner. So it's just a positioning issue. And then you're saying even if I completely ignore her and wait for her cooldowns to be used, she still runs at me and completely denies any value you could get. So if Orisa can run at you, you are once again positioning poorly. You have mobility. She doesn't use that to your advantage by adding more distance between you and Orisa. If Orisa has to use her cooldowns to chase you, you can use your cooldowns to run away. You're doing your team a favor by doing that. Beastie says, what do you do against an Orisa that stays with her team and saves Javelin throw for you when you try to dive her backline? If there's an Orisa that's just saving Javelin just for you only, you can kind of abuse that by charging your punch and then canceling it and she'll try to throw Javelin, or by using your block and then canceling it because she'll try to throw Javelin. You can also build Empowered Punch off of her Javelin, so if you get hit a little bit and she throws Javelin and she hits your block, you'll get Empowered Punch. But the most important thing is if there's an Orisa that's just constantly throwing javelin at you, you really want to make sure you're not putting yourself in a position where you could take wall impact. So you want to be very aware of your surroundings, and if she hits you into a wall, you're positioning poorly. If she just throws javelin at you and you don't hit a wall, you should be okay in general. Just know that if she does have javelin, there's a chance she might cancel your ability, and you want to make sure that if she does cancel your ability, you're going to be in an okay spot. Ash said, what should we do if we struggle to get picks from her backline using dive or other methods? Should we then change strats into a team that's able to put pressure on Orisa more than simply leaving her to dry after killing her allies? So if you're struggling to get picks in her backline, that's okay. You can't always get a kill, but what you can do as Doomfist is force cooldowns and distract. That's what Doomfist is really good at. He's really good at disrupting and putting pressure on everybody. It's kind of like that annoying tracer that's in your backline and you're playing Ana and she's just forcing your sleep and your nade. Like, that's a lot of value. Like, sure, you might not kill her, but you're getting very important cooldowns out that can change the outcome of a whole match. That's it for the Orisa guide. If you found it helpful, then hit that subscribe button, like, comment. If you have any other questions about Orisa, I can try to reply to them in the comments below. No promises. But yeah, let me know if this was helpful or not.